Happy Friday, everyone, and welcome to November. Thank you for joining us on Cronkite Sports Now. If you're looking for Arizona stories, both news and sports, you've come to the right place. Here's everything you need to know heading into the weekend. Today on Cronkite Sports Now, the Cardinals fight but fall short to the Niners. The Franklin brothers of football and the Rising are ready for the postseason pitch. These stories and more coming your way on Cronkite Sports Now. Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks again for tuning in to Cronkite Sports Now. I'm Stephanie Bates. In a Halloween night matchup where the scoring got downright scary, the Cardinals fell just short of the unbeaten 49ers 28-25. The Cards offense kept it close as Kyler Murray threw for 241 yards and 2 touchdowns. Newly acquired running back Kenyon Drake racked up 162 total yards and a touchdown in his first game with the Redbirds. The defense held the Niners scoreless in the fourth quarter, but the damage was done as they let San Francisco run out the clock late and prevent a last chance for an air raid. It was a great battle, and when all was said and done, Coach Cliff Kingsbury was happy with one key area last night.
Effort continues to be there. From the first game on, we got way down, and they battled back. I think effort is continuing to stand out week in, week out. Execution wasn't where it needed to be tonight, and that's a very good football team. You got to give them credit. They made a bunch of plays there.
It's a great team. That they're undefeated for a reason. Got guys on the D line, and it's tough. But at the same time, 3 points. We lost by 3 points, and we were there the whole time. So I think we just got to make a couple adjustments, and I'm confident in our guys.
Before they took to the field Thursday night, a couple Cardinals took to the farm. Fear Farm, that is. Linebackers Dennis Gardick, Joe Walker, and quarterback Brett Hundley were among those willing to walk the Scare Park and face their fears this Halloween season. One thing is clear, these players would rather see their opponents staring them back across the field in the face rather than face the frights they found at the Fear Farm. Sticking with football, here's something you don't hear about every day. 3 brothers are all part of the same high school football program here in the Valley. I made it out to Pinnacle High School to catch up with the Franklin brothers. Matt, Anthony, and Cole might just appear to be 3 pioneer football players. But what you might not know is that they are brothers who have been playing together since they were in elementary school.
My mom put me and Mac into flag football when I was in 1st or 2nd grade. And then all the other brothers just followed because we have 2 middle school brothers as well. So there's 5 of us. And then we just started playing. This has been our favorite sports ever since.
Mac is the oldest of the brothers and enjoys the physical aspect of the game with his brother Anthony.
Last game, I caused a fumble and then it popped up and he caught it. So that was really cool. Just making plays together on the field.
Cole is the youngest of the 3 and plays running back and linebacker on the JV team, but looks forward to the one thing in particular when he gets to play with his older brothers.
In the competition, because it's I'm basically the only one that plays offense really, so to say I scored more than them, it's kind of funny.
Pinnacle defensive coordinator Andrew Hurley coaches the trio on a daily basis and recognizes the bond the brothers bring to the program.
They have a connection that's a little bit different. Everybody likes to say, with your brothers. But they take it to a literal standpoint. I mean, they have home together, school together, football together, and I think it brings them very close. And you can kind of see it transform onto the field as well. They kind of know each other and how each other is on the field as well.
Mac, Anthony, and Cole's father is an assistant for the JV team and believes that coaching the boys growing up has taught them what hard work is all about. When the boys separate, he knows they'll always have the memory of training together with them.
One's leaving, then 2's going to leave, and
right in a row.
And they're going to be all in a row. So I think it's just going to miss the whole family time together.
Mrs. Franklin embraces the jokes and competitive contests amongst her oldest 3 sons.
Who's the smartest? Who's the fastest? But it's a healthy competition. It's not negative, and I was really worried about that, having them so close together, that it would be a negative competition with a little bit of jealousy, and I don't think they have that.
When it comes down to who is the best player of the 3 brothers, well, we'll leave it to the oldest to break it down for you.
We all play different positions. I mean, me and Anthony both play, or I guess me and Cole play linebacker, but he's more of a running back, and then me and Anthony both play defense, but he's on the D-line. So they're different positions, but I'm definitely better.
With Mac being in his senior year, Anthony will soon be who Cole looks up to on the field. And in the years to come, Cole will fill that older brother role when his younger brothers make it to high school. From Pinnacle High School, I'm Stephanie Bates, Cronkite News. Well, that was a great one. From football to football, the Phoenix Rising are ready for the postseason pitch, starting with the Real Monarchs. The last time these two faced off was just a few weeks ago when the Monarchs handed the Rising their first home loss this season. Head coach Rick Shantz said his team did everything right last time, but knows what they need to add this time around.
The way that the game went last time a couple weeks ago was perfect for us as far as mental preparation. Yeah, I know the boys were disappointed. We weren't able to capitalize on our opportunities, and they got a couple lucky breaks, and it leaves a real bad taste in their mouth. So they got over the last game real quick, and we've moved on, and I think there's a lot of guys that kind of want to get that revenge. So for me, as long as they're focused on the opponent, that's fantastic.
Bouncing on over to the hardwood, the ASU men's basketball team will tip off their season in Shanghai, China on November 8th against the Colorado Buffaloes. Amidst the recent NBA and China controversies, Coach Bobby Hurley doesn't see these struggles interfering with their trip and looks forward to the opportunity this game brings to his players.
We got a great itinerary of events that the guys are going to be exposed to there, and just a chance to play in front of a big crowd because China is very passionate about the game of basketball, and so we don't get involved in what happened with the NBA, and it's just we're a different entity, and this is a different situation, and we're excited about it.
As we close today's show and look to the weekend, Saturday night is all right for fighting in New York City. Madison Square Garden hosts UFC 244 and a main event showdown between Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal as they vie for the title of the baddest man in the welterweight division. Heavy hitters Kelvin Gastelum and Darren Till will slug it out in the co-main event, while karate stylist Stephen Thompson takes on Dutch kickboxer Vicente Luque. The main card kicks off at 7 p.m. Well, that's it for today's edition of Cronkite Sports Now. For Arizona sports stories from around the valley, visit the Cronkite Sports tab on arizonasports.com. And as always, for top Arizona news stories, head on over to our website at cronkitenews.azpbs.org. And be sure to tune in tonight at 5 p.m. on Arizona PBS for our nightly newscast. On behalf of the entire Cronkite Sports Now crew, thank you so much for joining us and have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday, same time, same place.